Hello, this is Tori Smith from the Midley Beacon. We're here once again with Andy Zach with an excerpt from his paranormal comic urban fantasy, Zombie Turkeys. What do you have for us this week, Andy?
Well, Tori, I have a special excerpt from Zombie Turkeys, one that I've never read before. So I think our listeners will be interested.
Absolutely.
And here it is, the unique excerpt I've never read before for our viewing audience. This is based in a later chapter, so enjoy. In Soldier Field, the din of the fans, the yelling of the players, and the ceaseless gobble gobble of the zombie turkeys assaulted Charlie Gomez's ears. He began his reporting in the stands, narrating the action as he recorded and streamed it via video camera. The 62,000 fans in the stadium hindered the National Guard, Army, and Marines in fighting the turkeys. In the stands, thousands of fans fought the turkeys with knives and axes they had smuggled into the stadium. One fan would wound a turkey, and then dozens of others would jump on it, the wounded turkey, slicing it into many pieces. The knowledge that zombie turkeys had to be at least split in two to stop the regenerating process was known nationally and worldwide by now. Fans clambered over seats and up and down aisles to reach turkeys as they perched there. For once, people outnumbered turkeys. Fans quickly slaughtered all the flock that landed in the stands. Charlie made sure he recorded both Bear and Packer fans. He had to maintain his journalistic impartiality at this important historic event. Meanwhile, in the Pentagon, the Joint Chiefs of Staff somberly discussed their various options in responding to the mass outbreak of zombie turkeys, especially the attack around and within Soldier Field. In the secret, high-tech war room beneath the building, a huge video screen showed a map of the U.S. marked with the latest turkey sightings and the nation's armed forces arrayed. The U.S. forces were tracked by GPS signals in each vehicle. The turkey sightings were updated in real time. As they watched, several new red turkey icons appeared in Illinois, each one signaling an outbreak. The size of the turkey icon indicated the number of turkeys, from 1,000 to 100,000. An adjacent screen showed Soldier Field and the battle there. The top Air Force general advocated, "Let's do a napalm strike on the field. That'll wipe them out. We can use our smart bombs, and we can place them within a yard of any point on the field." The leading general of the Army suggested, "Let's have a strafing run with Flechette armored helicopters. We have prepared 100,000 rounds of the new salt water injecting Flechettes. We can accurately shoot within a foot." The Marine general said, "We need to repel a battalion of Marines from the helicopters to the field. They are accurate with their Flechette rocket launchers within an inch." The Secretary of Defense listened to the debate while watching the melee on the field in the stadium. He noticed the success of the fans with their weapons and said, "Men, I think we should give the U.S. citizens a chance to attack the turkeys with their own weapons. I don't want to kill any civilians through collateral damage. However, let's prepare for a Marine assault should it be necessary. And besides, I'm a Packer fan. I don't want to harm my team." Back at Soldier Field, despite the success of the bloodthirsty fans in the stands, the majority of the flock, perhaps 60,000, had landed on the field. The fans near the field enthusiastically attacked the zombies with knives and axes, and even a few chainsaws. The chainsaws had been smuggled into the stadium inside of violin cases, supposedly to play the national anthem. The football players, 90 strong between the two teams, united to provide a line of protection between the turkeys and the fans in the field. The fans shared their extra axes and knives with the players, who energetically wielded them against the pressing flock of kicking, pecking turkeys. Their football uniforms, with their hands taped and gloved, with helmets and mouthguards and face shields, made the players almost invulnerable to the turkey attacks. Several big linemen hacked through the turkeys with chainsaws like combines in a wheat field. Other players used multiple ceramic knives, one in each hand. Designed for sushi, these knives effectively bifurcated a turkey with a single stroke. The biggest danger for the football players was tripping over the growing mounds of split turkeys and falling beneath the zombies' razor-sharp spurs, or being knocked down by the ravening hordes of living zombie turkeys mindlessly charging their predators. A secondary danger was slashing a fellow football player with a knife or a chainsaw. After some players lost padding through near misses with chainsaws, the players spread themselves about 10 feet apart around most of the flock. Each wielded 2 knives or axes or chainsaws. Fans backed up the players as they advanced into the turkey flock. The players whirled and swung, chopped and sliced like gigantic food processors. By the time the turkeys in front realized the danger, the players sliced each in 2 or more pieces. The pressure of the flock of turkeys behind them kept pushing new turkeys into the fray. The crazed and frenzied fans behind the players hacked any turkeys that ran or flew past the line of protection. The fans happily supported their teams in turkey butchery. The Packers fans backed up their team, and the Bears fans backed up their team. Although the players were top-notch athletes, continuously chopping turkeys for 10, 15, and 20 minutes left them weary. One gigantic lineman yelled, "Man, I could use a timeout," before a clot of 20 or 30 turkeys attacked him. Dozens of fans, less athletic but more numerous, quickly sliced the turkeys off the player, peeling them off with their knives as if skinning an apple. More fans worked their way down to the field, filling in the space as the turkey flock slowly contracted. The fans cheered the players from the stands and the field, encouraging them to keep up the butchery despite their leaden arms. Although no football game took place, everyone remained in the stadium, either participating in the zombie turkey battle or caught up in the excitement of watching the players' gladiatorial contest with the paranormal birds. 30 minutes of continuous avian death reduced the flock to half its original size, but the exhausted players could barely hold up their knives or chainsaws to defend themselves. Meanwhile, the military helicopters circling the field shot flechettes into any turkeys flying out of the stadium. The copter pilots noticed the flagging players and radioed headquarters for reinforcements. A firefighting plane went over the field and dumped thousands of gallons of salt water over the remaining turkeys. Stunned, startled, and wet, the de-zombified turkeys stopped their mindless assault, suddenly vulnerable to the tired players and more so to the zealous fans who shouted, "Kill them! Kill them all! Let Alton Brown sort them out!" A wave of screaming fans surged past the football players to the dazed and unzombified turkeys. Thousands of fans killed tens of thousands of turkeys. Sadly, collateral damage occurred through friendly fire. Some fans cut others with the swirling knives. Those clad in only their team-colored war paint suffered the most cuts and gashes. However, most wore heavy winter coats due to the Chicago weather, which protected them from accidental cuts. Over 10,000 fans on the field quickly wiped out the remaining 30,000 turkeys in an orgy of turkey gore. A spirit of joy and camaraderie filled the stadium. The victory over the zombie turkeys felt rather like winning the Super Bowl, or at least winning the Bears versus Packers game. Each Bear and Packer fan, even Bears and Packer fans, embraced and celebrated. Charlie Gomez caught it all on video and uploaded the files to YouTube while streaming and narrating the action on Periscope. The excited fans tore down the goalpost to celebrate. No one knew who started it, but one stentorian fan began singing the Thanksgiving song, "Over the River and Through the Wood," and soon the whole stadium was singing it, knee-deep in turkey blood and guts. "Over the river and through the wood, to grandmother's house we go. The horse knows the way to carry the sleigh through the white and drifted snow. Over the river and through the wood, oh how the wind does blow. It stings the toes and bites the nose as over the ground we go. Over the river and through the wood, now Grandma's cap I spy. Hooray for the fun, the pudding's done, hooray for the pumpkin pie. And once the crowd finished these verses, they started again. Charlie videoed and uploaded this festive celebration. Of all the videos he uploaded that day, this one went viral. Tens of millions of people around the world learned the words to Over the River and Through the Wood. Over the next few months, hooray for the pumpkin pie would eventually become internet slang for a complete and total slaughter of a foe.
That was very exciting. I didn't really know what to say after that. That's certainly a way to deal with zombie turkeys.
Yes, indeed, and that's only part of the excitement in my book, Zombie Turkeys.
Well, if you want more of that, buy your own copy on Amazon or our website, zombieturkeys.com. And that's all for this week.